About Sahih Al-Bukhari. Al-Bukhari is a collection of hadith compiled by Abdullāh Muhammad Ibn Ismā al-Bukhari, rahimahullāh. His collection is recognized by the overwhelming majority of the Muslim world to be one of the most authentic collections of the Sunnah of the Prophet. It contains roughly 7,563 hadith, with repetitions, in 98 books. The translation provided here is by Dr. M. Muhsin Khan. Author bio: Imam al-Bukhari, rahimahullāh, is known as the Amīr al-Mu'minin in hadith. His genealogy is as follows: Abdullāh Muhammad Ibn Ismā ibn Ibrāhīm ibn al-Mughīrah ibn Bardizbah al-Bukhari. His father Ismail was a well-known and famous muhaddith in his time and had been blessed with the chance of being in the company of Imām Mālik, Hammād Ibn Zaid and also Abdullāh Ibn Mubārak, rahimahullahum. Imam al-Bukhari, rahimahullah, was born on the day of Jumu'ah, Friday, the 13th of Shawwal 194 AH. His father passed away in his childhood. At the age of 16, after having memorized the compiled books of Imām Mālik and Abdullāh Ibn Mubārak, he performed Hajj with his elder brother and mother. After the completion of Hajj, he remained in Mecca for a further 2 years and upon reaching the age of 18 headed for Medina, compiling the books Qadāyas Sahaba wa Tabi'in and Tariq al-Kabir. Imam al-Bukhari also traveled to other key centers of Arabia in search of knowledge like Syria, Egypt, Kufa, Basra, and Baghdad. Imam al-Bukhari, rahimahullah, first started listening and learning ahadith in 205 AH, and after benefiting from the ulama of his town he started his travels in 210 AH. His memory was considered to be one of a kind. After listening to a hadith he would repeat it from memory. It has been known that in his childhood he had memorized 2,000 ahadith. There are a number of books compiled by Imam al-Bukhari, rahimahullah. His A is regarded as the highest authority of the collection of hadith. He named this book Al-Jami al-Musnad as al-Muqtasar min umuri Rasulullahi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wa sunanahi wa ayamihi. After he finished, he showed the manuscript to his teachers Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, rahimahullah, for approval, along with Ibn al-Madini, and lastly Ibn Ma'in. It has also been recorded that it took Imam al-Bukhari a period of 16 years to gather the ahadith and to write the A, which sets the date back to 217 AH as the year in which he started the compilation, Imam al-Bukhari, rahimahullah, being merely 23 years of age. Before he actually placed a hadith in his compilation he performed ghusl and prayed 2 rak'ah nafil prayers asking Allah for guidance. He finalized each hadith in the Rada of Masjid an-Nabawi, between the Prophet's grave and his minbar, and wrote the hadith in the masjid. Only after being completely satisfied with a hadith did he give it a place in his collection. Methods of classification and annotation. Imam al-Bukhari, rahimahullah, imposed conditions which all narrators and testifiers in the hadith chain must have met before a hadith was included in his book. 1. All narrators in the chain must be just ADL. 2. All narrators in the chain must possess strong memory and all the muhaddithin who possess great knowledge of ahadith must agree upon the narrator's ability to learn and memorize, along with their reporting techniques. 3. The chain must be complete without any missing narrators. 4. It must be known that consecutive narrators in the chain met each other. This is Imam al-Bukhari's extra condition. Imam an-Nawawi, rahimahullah, relates that all scholars in Islam have agreed that al-Bukhari has gained the status of being the most authentic book after the Quran. Al-Bukhari consists of 7,563 ahadith including those ahadith which have been repeated. Without repetitions however, the total number of hadith is around 2,600. His students, in the year 864 out of 250, he settled in Nishapur. It was there that he met Muslim ibn al-Hajjaj, who would be considered his student, and eventually collector and organizer of the hadith collection a Muslim which is considered second only to that of al-Bukhari. His death, political problems led him to move to Kartank, a village near Samarkand where he died in the year 256 AH/870 AD.